Hi everyone, and welcome to the next episode in my Christmas series. I have a link to the playlist in my description box below if you missed any of the previous videos. Today we are creating 5 Christmas wreaths using Dollar Tree supplies. I hope you find tons of inspiration and enjoy today's projects. For our first project, we are using some of Dollar Tree's package of 5 Christmas ornaments. You're going to need 2 of these as well as one of their brass wreath rings. I'm going to use the smallest one. It measures 8 inches across in diameter. I'm going to take some tin snips and just cut that ring in half, or you could use some wire cutters. And then we're going to set that to the side while we prepare our ornaments. Now I want to keep the top on the ornament, but I want to cut that hook right there at the very tip off so I can still have the opening for the hole on the end, but I still have the cap for the top of the ornament. Then on the very bottom, I'm going to take my hot glue gun and I'm not going to force it. I'm just going to hold it at the bottom and allow it to heat up until the tip of the glue gun goes through. Then I'm going to take an old barbecue skewer to poke through that to make sure that any of the debris is cleared from the hole. Then I'm going to continue to do that for 8 of the ornaments. So once you have all 8 of these prepared, we're going to take our brass ring that we cut open. We're going to feed each one of these onto the brass ring, alternating them in patterns. And like I said, it's going to take about 8 of these, and you're going to have a little bit of a gap at the very end. So once you have them all on there, we're going to take the 2 end pieces and we're going to hot glue them to overlap one another. And just hold that until the glue cools. Then I'm going to take some floral wire to wrap around those 2 pieces to make sure that it's nice and secure and doesn't come apart. Then I'm going to take some 2-inch red burlap ribbon, about 9 inches long, as well as some tan 1.5-inch ribbon with some beautiful gold trim on it. And I'm going to attach this to the middle on the top of the red ribbon. And once I have that in place, I'm going to trim the edges off to make sure they are nice and straight on each end. Then I could attach this to the brass ring where the opening is. So we're just going to loop that around and then hot glue the 2 ends together. So it should be looking something like this. And you can leave it just like this, but I want to add a little bow to mine. So I'm going to take some of that tan ribbon and just create a very simple bow by looping it around and then twisting that back tail around so that it is facing forward. And then we're going to take some twine, and after we pinch the center together, we will tie it in a knot in the center with that twine. So you'll have your knot on the back side of your bow. You'll just double knot that, cut your excess off. Then I'm going to cut a thin strip of the red ribbon so that I can glue this around the center of the bow to not only cover up that twine, but it's going to tie these pieces together and give it a really beautiful pop of color. Then as a personal preference, I like to dovetail the ends of my bow, and then I'm going to attach this right at the base of the loop that we attached. And this is such a beautiful and simple wreath to make, and there are so many possibilities because you can use so many different colored ornaments. You could hang these on small doors, cabinets, windows. It is just absolutely gorgeous, but I would love to know what you guys think. For this project, we are using one of Dollar Tree's 8-inch wire wreath forms. They come in a pack of 2, as well as one of their 15-foot wired garland. We're going to take the end of the garland and wrap it around the wreath form very tightly, and then we're going to wrap the entire garland around this wreath form. So as you're going through, you just want to make sure that you keep each strand very close to the previous one so you have a nice tight wreath and everything is covered. So this will take almost the entire 15 feet. You will have just a little bit left over. You could continue to wrap that around, but I just trimmed mine off and took that very end piece and then wrapped it around the previous piece as well as the wreath form to make sure everything's nice and secure. Now you have a really beautiful wreath already, but we're going to embellish ours with some Dollar Tree frosted greenery. You'll need 2 bundles of these, and I cut the stems off of the bundle. I'm going to bend each one around to kind of form the shape of the wreath. You could attach this with hot glue for a more secure hold, but just sliding it under the garland and the wreath form, mine stayed in place. Continue to do this around the entire top part of the wreath form, and then we're going to be using some white snowflake ribbon from Dollar Tree, as well as this beautiful ornament that I found at Dollar Tree. So I found this ornament first. I thought it was absolutely gorgeous. I knew I wanted to do something with it. I wasn't sure. So as I was making this wreath, I thought this would be really beautiful in the center of this wreath. Since the ornament hanger was not long enough, we're going to take about 24 inches of that white snowflake ribbon. We're going to fold that in half and then feed the end pieces through the center loop. Pull that tightly, and then we can attach this around our wreath just by taking the 2 end pieces. Once you have it lined up and you know it's going to hang in the center, then you can just knot that on the end and cut your excess off, and you have an absolutely gorgeous wreath. Again, there are so many different ways that you could create this with different ornaments. Next project, we are using the other 8-inch wire wreath form from Dollar Tree, as well as one of their really beautiful snowflake scarves. Now, I'm going to cut the tag off to make sure that you don't see that when we're finished, and it has a glittery side and a non-glittery side. I'm going to be using the glittery side. I have folded mine in half the long way, and I'm going to feed it through the bottom of the wreath form. I'm going to leave about 8 inches at the bottom hanging down. Now this is completely optional. You don't have to do that. I'm going to then wrap it around the wreath form, trying to pull it as tight as I can and trying to keep as many snowflakes at the very top so that you'll be able to see those. This is pretty forgiving, so as you're going through, you can kind of pull it apart and manipulate it and try to get the design that you want on the top of the wreath form. You'll continue to do that until you get to the very end where we left that long tail, and then you'll pull it really tight. I kind of folded mine over, and then I'll flip it over on the back, and I'm going to hot glue it to the fabric itself to make sure it stays in place. Then we could flip that piece back over in the front. You could leave it as one, or again, you could just wrap the whole wreath form with it. I'm going to cut mine in half and make 2 tails. I thought that would be really pretty. And then to decorate the center, I'm using this ornament from Dollar Tree. I'm going to remove the bow at the top, and then to hang this on our wreath form, I'm using some black grosgrain ribbon from Dollar Tree. I'll feed that through the hole, and then I'm going to use about 24 inches. Then I can wrap this around the ornament, double knot it at the end, and cut the excess off. So you guys let me know if you like it with the tails or if you thought it would be prettier if it was just wrapped completely around. For project number 4, we are using one of Dollar Tree's pizza pans. We're going to give it 2 coats of white chalk paint, allowing it to dry in between each coat. Now you could spray paint it if you want to. I am just painting this indoors, so I'm using some chalk paint. Once that dries, I'm going to use one of Dollar Tree's stocking caps. Once I remove that tag, I am going to stretch that out just a little bit so that we'll be able to slide this over the pizza pan. We're going to pull it almost halfway down. Then we'll use some glue on each side to hold it in place and then flip it over and glue it to the back of the pizza pan as well. Then I can flip this over, use a pencil to draw the outline of the eyes, nose, and mouth for our snowman. I'm going to paint the nose using a pumpkin spice acrylic paint. This will take 2 coats. Once that dries, I'll go around the outline of the nose and draw a few lines with a fine tip Sharpie marker. Then using a blue Sharpie, I'll create the outline for the center of the eyes and fill that in with Waverly's chalk paint in the color Ocean. Then I can take my oil-based Sharpie to draw the mouth as well as the outline of the eyes and fill that in. So I'm alternating between a regular size oil-based Sharpie and then a thicker one to fill in the top part of the eye. Once that has dried, I'm going to use the end of a paintbrush to create the dots as well as the outlines for the eyes, and then use that oil-based Sharpie to draw some eyelashes and some lines underneath the eye. Use a lint roller to make sure I remove all the little fuzzies off of the stocking cap, and to create a hanger on the back, I'm going to use some twine as well as hot glue and ribbon. And once that cools, I can hang this really beautiful snowman up. Our final wreath is inspired by a project that I saw my dear friend Jenny at Lovely Moments Creating make. I will have a link to her video in my description box below. You'll need 2 of Dollar Tree's candy cane wreath forms. You're going to have one facing up and flip the other one upside down. We're also going to be using a pair of these red and white striped Snug-a-Doo socks from Dollar Tree. Now they're fairly long, so you'll only need one for each candy cane wreath form. You do, however, want to make sure that you place the heel on the back side. So the first one I am attaching, the wreath form is upside down, and I'm making sure that the heel is on the back side of that. You'll pull it very tightly and then use some hot glue to close it up at the bottom. Because they're fairly thin socks, some of the pieces at the top may poke through, so I found that if I just put a little hot glue on there and kind of pinch the fabric back over top of it, it will cover it up. Then we're going to do the exact same thing on the other candy cane wreath form. This one is facing forward. We're going to make sure the heel is on the back side of that and glue the bottom piece down. Now we're going to take the piece on the left is the one that's facing forward, the other one is upside down. We're going to crisscross them and attach them using a good amount of hot glue. And because I felt like mine was still a little flimsy, I'm going to take some floral wire and poke that through both of the wreath forms on each side, and then I will twist that in the back, making sure that I attach them together through the wire wreath form. Then I'll take my excess, cut that off, and I'm going to take a pair of pliers to twirl that over and tuck it down so it doesn't poke anything. Then I'm going to add a second piece closer to the top of where the 2 candy canes meet and add another piece of floral wire just to reinforce it, and I'll do the same thing with that, tucking it down. Now we are going to create a beautiful bow, and I'm using some red ribbon with white snowflakes. All of these came from Dollar Tree except for this white burlap. This is just some I had on hand. I'm going to use some 5/8 of an inch red with white snowflakes, and then some white with white snowflakes, and then some candy cane ribbon. So I'm going to cut down 2 strips of 24-inch of the large red ribbon, 2 strips 13-inch of the white burlap, and then 3 each of the 5/8 of an inch. They will be 17 inches long, and again I cut 3 of those a piece. Then you're going to need either a zip tie or a pipe cleaner. I'm going to take the largest red ribbon, fold that over into a loop and leave a long tail, pinch it together in the middle. Then create another loop with the other one and overlap that where the two tails are facing forward. We're going to do the exact same thing with the white burlap, and we're just going to lay that on top of our red ribbon and crisscross those. So now you have two cute bows right on top of each other with two tails. Then we'll take a pipe cleaner or a chenille stem. We're going to attach that in the middle and twist it around and leave your excess chenille stem on there. I'm going to dovetail each of the tails for both the red and white ribbon. Then I'm going to take the candy cane ribbon and I'm going to fold it over in half and hot glue the two ends together to create one large loop. And you'll do that for all three of the candy cane ribbons. Once you have all of those looped together, we're going to then hot glue the centers together. So now you have two loops on each side, and it'll just be hot glued in the middle. And you'll do that for all three of those. Once you have all of those done, we're going to glue them on top of each other in a crisscross pattern. So you just stagger them diagonally on top of one another and attach using some hot glue. Then we're going to take that white ribbon. We're going to fold that over to create a loop just like we did our larger ribbon. We're going to hot glue this loop together, and then we'll do the exact same thing for the other white one. We'll do it again for the other two small red ones. So each one of them are going to have a nice loop at the top and a long tail. Then we're going to take the two red ribbons, just like we did in the beginning. We're going to attach this on top of our candy cane wreath just by setting that down and crisscrossing it so the tails are facing up. Then we'll add our white ribbons on top of that. We can pinch that together in the middle and attach this to our larger bow using that chenille stem. So we'll just twist that around really tightly, and then I'm going to go ahead and cut the excess chenille stem off, take an extra piece of that small red ribbon and hot glue that around the center to cover up the chenille stem. And it's going to give it a nice polished look. Then I'll go back and make sure to dovetail all of the ends on these smaller ribbons. And then we'll set that to the side for a minute because we're going to use some of Dollar Tree's beautiful white snowy branch bundle. I'm going to cut two of these off so that I can place these on top of the candy canes diagonally. I'm going to attach that down with some hot glue. And then I'll add some more hot glue right in the center and add our beautiful bow, and our candy cane wreath form is complete. And I think it is absolutely gorgeous. I love the colors and the bow on this. So you guys, if you have a favorite out of today's video, please let me know in the comment section down below. I always love to know which one is your favorite. And if you would like to visit me on my other social media accounts, all those links are in my description box below. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to spend with me. Please take care, and I will see you guys next time.